Are free guitar lessons worth the price? There's something that could be the beginning of a very long conversation. I'm going to try to keep it kind of short because guitar lessons are something that are very personal for a lot of different people. And I think, first of all, it's very, very important as a beginner to take lessons and try to avoid pitfalls and stuff. Now, sometimes you might have friends that are very good guitar players, and you want to play like your buddy Bill or Steve or Sandy or Sue or whoever, and they've said, hey, I want to give you some free guitar lessons. And you kind of think, well, let's not even talk about it in those terms. Why don't you just show me how to do some stuff? And then you can see what's going on. But most of the time when that happens, when somebody who's not a professional guitar teacher starts trying to show you things, the communication level can be very, very difficult. And they think they're explaining things to you. The main thing that professional guitar teachers have going for them is that they understand what you're not getting most of the time and can really help you get it. Whereas your friend who is a very good player, you might say, hey, how do I play that chord? And you say, oh, you just put your fingers here, and that's all you have to do, and it'll be fine. And then you say, well, mine sounds terrible. Says, well, I don't know, try moving your fingers around. That's not very helpful. So you really have to rely on a professional to help you get the techniques exactly right, and especially see them at least once a week to make sure that if any weird things, if you're slipping down a bad slope and getting into bad hand position or techniques that are really going to hinder you as a guitar player, that gets nipped in the bud right away, and that you head down the right path. So that's the biggest thing a teacher can do, is really prevent some easy mistakes that everybody makes, and that makes their job much more difficult when you're trying to learn how to play. So it's just a matter of sitting down with somebody that understands a lot about guitar playing, can show you the very important things. Again, in the beginning, important things are stuff like chords. Learn how to play an A minor chord and an E chord, and you could play lots of little old folk songs, Dona Dona, or Scarborough Fair. Can be done with a lot of those types of chords. So the more you can get somebody that understands all the basics, they don't even have to be a great player, but they do have to be a good teacher. They have to be able to explain things well, and the most important thing from a teacher's angle is they have to be able to understand how you learn and explain things to you in terms that you're going to understand and be able to use. And that's what I think is the most important thing as far as guitar playing goes. And when somebody's giving guitar lessons, if they're a professional, you got to expect to pay them because they're doing this as a job. But there are lots of ways of getting guitar lessons out there. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them all over the web. But I usually recommend checking out your local store first. If you need guitar lessons, find a qualified teacher.